Yo, what's going on YouTube? In today's video, we'll be looking at creepy and strange TikToks that are going to make you question everything.
So South Carolina is on fire in March. It's not even wildfire season, but yet somehow over 4,000 acres has burned in South Carolina. I'm hearing this spreading something like what happened in California. Y'all, so peep this. You got drought conditions with record heat temperatures, with crazy high winds, all seem to align at the same time while there's a fire. But it gets even weirder. Just last month, FEMA was running wildfire disaster drills in the southeast. Now, boom, we got fire. Now, I don't know. This sounds like a test run gone wrong, or maybe something bigger at play. I don't know. It's just crazy how we having all these weird events going on. All these fires. You having fires and then floods. Like what? Look, I'm not sitting here saying I know what's going on, but all I do know is that this don't feel normal. They keep saying, oh, it's climate change, but me and a lot of other people really know what's going on. So y'all, drop y'all thoughts down below in the comments.
Yo, they try to put everything on climate change, don't they? So basically what I get from this though, is if FEMA is doing test runs in your city, it might be time to move. Myrtle Beach firefighters battle flames as fire now 30% contained.
Does anyone remember that mud flood guy from the UK who'd be like, oh, here's some more evidence of the mud flood?
Yeah, the bully slayer.
Well, if you go on his page, he hasn't posted since 2023. Okay, he didn't post at all in 2024, not one post. And when I tried to comment and say, brother, what happened to you? It's been a while since we've seen your posts. My comment instantaneously disappeared. So what the hell happened to the homie?
Yeah, they did something to the homie for real, because we talked about this some months ago, right? We're like, where's the bully slayer at? He ain't put no videos out. He used to pop up in my reactions like quite often back in 2023. What's really going on? I think he was shedding too much light on the old world and things that were going on. You know, but there's a lot of people that do that. You guys know what happened to the bully slayer? What's your thoughts?
The car to his address. Man, calm down, man. Is your body camera on? Is your body camera on? Is your body camera on? No. Get out the car, Harm. Come on. This is her car.
That's fine.
And he's here at our house.
Come over here.
Put your guns away.
Come over here and talk to me.
No. One of y'all come talk to me. One person. One person.
All we know right now.
One person talk to me.
This is not your fucking turn.
This is my house. This her car at my house.
I don't give a fuck. It's not.
You on private property.
Step over here now.
No, you on private property.
You're under arrest.
You recording them?
You're under arrest.
You recording them, right?
Yes, I am.
You're under arrest right now.
For what?
For obstruction.
Of what?
Get over here. I'm done explaining it.
Put your gun away.
Nope. Get over here.
Why are y'all behaving like this? The car's registered to this address.
Then come over here and talk to me about it.
So why are you behaving like that?
It's just something about them videos that kind of just like tick you off. You know what I mean? Just like POV. You just heard about the Apple wristwatch containing the forever chemical that will be in your body forever, and now they are in a silent lawsuit. Y'all heard about that? Forever chemicals and the Apple Watch bands.
You know what I heard recently?
What?
I didn't know that birds in the morning, they actually have a purpose for chirping. So, you know how like when you wake up, you're supposed to wake up to birds chirping, right?
Yeah.
That's our natural
That's how you
instinct.
know
That's
it's
our
like
human
morning.
nature to hear birds chirping in the morning. That's how
Yeah.
you wake up, the sun setting, whatever, or sun rising, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, when birds chirp in the morning, they actually send sonic waves to plants that stimulate that it's morning for them and gets them ready to receive sunlight.
What the
So
heck?
in the same way, did you know like if you played, they played music, specifically like hip hop music,
Okay.
instead of birds, and it pretty much destroyed the plants. Damn. They stimulated in like their own environment instead of bird chirping.
Oh, okay.
They played the hip hop music, and it was literally killing the plants because the sonic waves weren't the same.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
So the theory is like with us, since we're living things too, we're supposed to be seeing the sun.
That's crazy. Yo, whoa.
Oh my god.
It just shattered the windows in the building.
That's like my biggest fear of those.
Fire department is coming to help.
Like I always ask myself, who would clean those windows? Because that's crazy. And now look, there it goes. And there's somebody on there too. Man, I know he nervous. I'd be so nervous. I'd be ready to jump off onto a ledge or something. Like, this mud about to fall.
It's scary. Oh my god. Fire department is to the rescue.
I wonder how that even happened.
Y'all notice how Lizzo told y'all it's okay to be big and then she went to go lose weight? You notice how she set y'all up like that? Yeah, did y'all notice that? Or was that just me? You notice that these celebrities will always tell you to live a certain way and they don't live that way themselves. You notice that? You notice how Cardi B told you I don't cook or clean, but let me tell you how I got my ring, but then the ring is gone? You see how celebrities will tell you to do something that they don't even do? You know how Cardi B said she don't even let her child listen to her music because she knows that what she's singing about is wrong. And that's not how she wants to raise her daughter up, but she'll raise y'all daughters up like that though. Yeah, she'll raise y'all's daughters up like that, yeah. But she ain't gonna raise hers like that. You notice that? You see where I'm going with this? Y'all gonna get enough of worshiping these celebrities like they're God, baby. Y'all gonna get enough of having these idols. You're gonna get enough of bowing down to these celebrities. You're gonna get enough. Tell me who your God is.
Yeah, man, you shouldn't really worship celebrities anyway.
Elon's probably gonna hate me for this, but here's a little hack, guys. Old satellite dish, right? Everybody's got one. Especially if you're blue collar like myself. Take the satellite dish, put your Starlink on there, take the little camera pointy thing, just take it off, mount your Starlink on there, find your degree, and you can even get technical with it. It's got degrees here, it's got degrees here, and it's free. So there you go. You're welcome. Perfect mount. You gotta have all that fancy gadgets.
I live in a world where the ID that I got in my wallet is fake, even though I got it from the DMV, because it ain't a real ID. Next thing you know, they're gonna be like, you need a real social security and a real birth certificate, but you're not a real person. The fuck is going on?
What is going on? For real, like, why do we have to get real IDs? A real ID? What's the ID that we already got? I just got my ID renewed. Now I gotta go get a whole new one.
Want to hear something terrifying? The Prophecy of the Popes.
Oh boy.
This book was found in the Vatican archives. Predicted every single pope from in 1143 all the way to our current pope. But the scary thing is, after Pope Francis, the last one, it just says Judgment Day.
Oh gosh.
It literally ends after Pope Francis?
Yes, the creepiest thing that I saw inside St. Paul's Basilica, bordering the whole inner sanctuary, is every single pope. But what's weird is that there's only a certain amount of markers to where you can put a picture. There's one left after Pope Francis. They have always said that once that last slot is filled, it will be the end of the world. What he predicted, the time it took to go from the first pope that he wrote about, halfway mark, was 422 years. And he's saying from the middle one to the end, another 422 years will be the end of the world. If you do 422 years from the middle pope, which was 1585, that year is 2027.
Dang!
It's even weirder. Pope John the 23rd, and he said that the end of the world would happen 2,000 years plus Christ's life. So that adds up to 2027 as well.
Bro, I'm getting old.
You know, what if it's not the end of the world for everybody? It's just the end of their world, of their rule, of their reign, of them being in control of things. them having the power that they have? What if it's the end of that world for them? Not for everybody. So don't get too scared. Don't get too nervous. Things are just gonna change.
I can't even keep up with the lingo of these kids no more. Like 6'7", like 6'7", like bro, what is you talking about, bro? Like, I was coaching some kids the other night, bro, and these kids said, "Yo, Coach Jay, how tall are you?" I was like, 6'1". They're like, "Oh, you like 6'7"? And I was like, I just said 6'1". No, I'm not 6'7". I'm 6'1". Like, oh, he like 6'7". And they start laughing with each other. He like 6'7". I'm like, bro, what are you talking about, bro?
Right.
I'm generally getting mad. Cause I'm like, bro, what? Do you not hear what I'm saying? Where's the disconnect? Why do you keep saying 6'7" when I just said 6'1"? What's happening? Why y'all laughing with each other right now? What's funny? I'm 6'1". Oh, he's like 6'7". I'm like, bro, all right, bro. You know what, y'all kids? So let me chill. Then they asked the other coach, and the other coach like 5'7". So next, he like, how tall are you, coach? And he like, yeah, I'm like 5'7". He like, oh, like 6'7". And I was like, bro, what's happening? What did I miss? I don't understand what's going on, bro. Then they hit me with it later on, and they was like, yo, Coach Jay, what time we getting out of practice tonight? I said, probably like 8 o'clock-ish. They was like, dang, not like 6, 7? And I was like, bruh, it's 7:30. How will we get out at 6 or 7 o'clock? What are you talking about? Oh, we just thought it was gonna be like 6, 7. I'm like, why you keep moving your hands, bro? What are you, bruh, what are you, I don't know, bruh. Like, is born in 1997 old or something, bruh? Because, like, I'm confused. I don't know what's happening. Even when I Googled the trend, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't even understand the song. The songs, I don't understand it, bro. He randomly said 6, 7 out of nowhere. I don't know what's happening. So now I'm feeling like maybe being born in 1997 is like, I'm beyond unk status now. Like I'm like grandfather now or something. I feel like the jokes we had when we was kids and our parents didn't get, like it made more sense than now. Like these kids, I'm confused, bro. Genuinely.
No, for real. These kids' lingo is like crazy. It don't make sense. The stuff they be saying, it's like, what are you talking about right now? But yeah, you definitely onk status if you're born in the 90s, I guess. Onk and auntie status, man. I get the same thing. People come up to me like, hey, yo, James, how many subscribers you got? Oh, I got 100K. Like 6, 7. Facts. Didn't know nobody had no tax money. It's a different time, man. These kids know too much.
We were never supposed to perceive our own appearances this much. We were supposed to at most see our reflection in a still pond of water, maybe 3 times in our life. I have such an ingrained vision of what my face looks like at an iPhone front camera lens angle that somebody took a video of me at a 50mm focal length, which is supposed to be what our eyes, other people see us as or whatever. And I freaked out for like an hour because it did not look at all like what I think my face looks like. And I was so scared that that's how other people see me all the time, forever, my whole life. It's horrible. This is wrong.
Yo, I do agree though with her. Like, I don't think we're supposed to look at ourselves as much as we do. I don't think that we're even supposed to have mirrors in our house.
I've been thinking about this one thing all day. The first crime in history wasn't written in blood. It was a bite, a woman, an apple off a tree of forbidden knowledge. And now, thousands of years later, we sit memorized, staring into glowing screens that hold the sum of all human wisdom. But look closer, the back of the screen, an apple with a single bite missing. Coincidence? Or a cycle repeating itself?
To take a private jet from Atlanta to Vegas and then back to Atlanta is $126,000. And y'all are asking me, do you understand what I'm saying? Are you okay now? You feel like it? No private jet? What? You're not taking a private jet? You're not spending all this money to go make money? How would you do that? In what world is that smart? Then y'all be like, hey, going broke again.
Nah, man, he dropping knowledge though.
So let's go again, okay? So I promised I would do this. This is a little test that you can do at home. I've just put a bowl in a sink of water. I've put a plant inside of that. That represents the ecosystem that can produce its own oxygen inside a sealed and contained environment. When I place this bowl on top, what you're going to notice is this bowl starts to go down to a different level. Watch. As I push the bowl down into the water, water does not enter into the bowl. Mind you, you have to keep it straight. So water's not entering in. You might see the odd bubble escape. That's because I haven't kept it perfectly straight. But that means that no air is now in there with the water, okay? Now as I lift this bowl up, you'll notice the other bowl underneath, the white bowl, starts to come up with it as the level of the seal rises to the surface of the water. Now watch it pop as I release the pressure and the seal. Did you see the pop? And what? The bowl is dry. No water entered in. God placed the firmament in the midst of the waters to separate the water above the firmament from the water beneath the firmament. Above, beneath. Separated by the dome itself. No air, no water in there, see? Only air, only air, only air. See it? See that line? That's the seal. See it there? See the seal? The water level? And then it pops. That's the firmament. So that's a test you can do at home to prove that an ecosystem can survive underwater in a dome, in a concealed and enclosed system. The flat Earth model. Love you.
Yo, the Earth is flat, y'all. It's flat. You know, that video makes me think that all of these great floods that we had, or the great flood that we had in the past, was because of what people are trying to do now, which is crack the firmament, crack the glass ceiling. We almost cracked that glass ceiling. Let's send a rocket up there and get out of this glass ceiling. Imagine if they actually do crack the glass ceiling and that there is water out there, and that water just constantly pours in. We're going to be flooded, right? And then somebody probably repairs it, gets the water out. It takes thousands of years, and then we have mud floods and buildings are underground, and people come back into the world and find these old world buildings and put a stamp on it and says founded in 1902.
Bit surprised no one mentions here that the United States have also withdrawn from the Human Rights Council of the United Nations. This makes the world for all Europeans a more dangerous place. I'm not surprised, of course. I mean, we're speaking in the end of a country whose governments have illegally abducted people, tortured them in secret prisons throughout the Middle East, killed children, bombed weddings from Iraq to Afghanistan, a country responsible, according to its own universities, for millions of victims in the Middle East. We're speaking about a government that's actually today, currently pushing, supporting genocide, supporting the deportation of millions of Palestinians, the country blocking the Cuban people from getting the medical equipment they need and deserve, a country imposing sanctions on working class families throughout the world just because they disagree with their government, and a country currently mass deporting working class families from the United States. Now the question is not, why are the US withdrawing from human rights conventions? The question is, why is Europe not reacting? Do we think this is a good thing? Are we afraid to stand up? Or is this the true face of this union, not fighting for global human rights, but for corporate interests and profits of Musk?
Corporate interests, for sure. It's always corporate interests. It's not about anything else. He'll figure that out one day. Oh, no. Oh, she done came and turned her light off. Smacking that mug, ain't she? See, you can't trust nobody, man. This your landlord. Oh, she gotta go. We need to evict her. I'm changing the locks. Nah. I'm putting a boat lock on there or something. Phone in bags. In pockets too? Wow.
Coffee.
Back in the fridge. She came back again for a third time?
It does stink.
Ew.
It stink.
Guess you stinking. She just in somebody's house. That's crazy. I would have called the police. I'm catching, like, if I know someone's in my house and you're doing this, cause like,
We got a lot of work to do. And what we lost in 40 years, and niggas want to talk about who the real Jews. I don't give a fuck.
Don't really care.
I don't give a fuck about who the real Jews is, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about the Grand Canyon and how to walk to Africa. I don't give a fuck about the Anunnaki. I don't give a fuck. Who gives a fuck? This ain't no shit I could prove. I could prove them niggas put crack in our neighborhoods. I could prove that this shit has afflicted us. I could prove this shit destroyed our communities. I could prove this shit killed hundreds of thousands, if not millions of black men or incarcerated them. I could prove that shit. I could prove it was a lot of mothers left out here to do this shit on their own and had integrated into the corporate world to take care of their fucking kids. I could prove that I had to stay home all day with my motherfucking sisters and being watched by, and a lot of young black girls had to become mothers themselves at a young age. I could prove that shit. Can't prove no fucking Anunnaki. Come on, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, man. Nigga don't give a fuck about no spaceships, nigga. Nigga don't give a fuck about that shit. Y'all niggas be worried about dumb shit. Cause that shit soothes because you're trying to detach from the reality. And the reality is, three-letter organizations destroyed your fucking community and left you in the remnants. And you living in the effects of it, and you don't know how to fucking, you don't know how to wrap your mind around that. You don't see a way out, you feel hopeless. Let me look in the motherfucking sky. Man, get that shit up out of here, bro. I mean, on that bullshit, you ain't gonna save nobody like that. You might as well go back to Jesus. Niggas want to sit here and talk Jesus all day. We had community when we was in the church. Ain't no fucking community that's looking in the motherfucking sky for no Anunnaki, nigga. Y'all niggas be focused on dumb shit because you detaching from reality. You disassociating. Because the work is hard. Community is hard. getting back to base and get back to square one and loving yourself again, starting with loving yourself and then having to love your brother or your sister the way you love yourself, that shit is hard. Opening up a restaurant and not treating your fucking customers like they clientele is hard. When the only times you seen niggas get money is by treating their customers like shit because the niggas is addicted to crack. Do the hard work. It's hard to go to school and learn a trade and learn how to be an electrician. You got to apply your mind, but you was always getting kicked out of school. That's hard. Teacher was always picking on you, putting you out of class. We know those statistics. We know why you don't like going to school. But that's the shit the government required you to do. Go do something for yourself. Find something that you're interested in. Do something with your hands, nigga. Do something with your mind besides destroy. Learn how to build something. All you niggas want to do is destroy shit. And you think that's something to brag about. Nigga, you already living in destruction. You gonna knock down some more? You ain't gonna find out how to start putting the bricks back together? You don't want to see what's underneath that rubble? You just want to keep breaking shit? Then go to prison for 6 months, 6 years, come back up, pack the fuck up, oil your body up, and start telling niggas about the Grand Canyon? Man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. Y'all niggas be addicted to esoteric bullshit. That's how you end up in cults. That shit dumb. Do knowledge that you can really see. Stop letting niggas play with your fucking imagination because they disassociated from reality and they charismatic.
Bro seemed a little bit mad. I agree to a certain extent. Kind of have to have an imagination, right? You kind of have to have some type of belief system. If people don't believe in anything, then what do they have to live for at the end of the day? Community. Even when we had community, they had belief systems. Even if you go back to the earliest times, right? How do we take that one side of knowledge and then join it with the other side of knowledge so that now we have a unified front, right? Because imagine what people would do if they were to go to a Grand Canyon and say they find some statues or some people there that look like them, right? That look like us, melanated beings. Imagine the power that's going to be in the mind of them people now. That they know that they have people in the past who have done great things, who are different than what they know.
So are we just gonna ignore what this country singer just said? Listen super carefully to what she's about to tell you.
Think about your pores. We have massive pores underneath our arms, right? And so I've grown up, my mom would never wear the deodorant because when she would wear regular deodorant, it would start to like build up and it would create like blockages and lumps. And so she was like, there's something wrong here. And when you really read the ingredients on deodorants, there's aluminum and metals and chemicals and all these things. And it's like, I'm just going, putting chemicals right into my bloodstream, right into here, right into my cardiovascular system. It's terrifying. We've created a dependency to these chemicals so that it breeds the stink. You know, if you wouldn't put it in your mouth, don't put it under your arms.
Yo, people are starting to realize that the harmful chemicals in these deodorants are not worth the risk anymore. And it's not even a coincidence that only a week later, this doctor is going viral for exposing Hollywood's new hygiene hack.
There's a new health trend taking over Hollywood. Chlorophyll. Reese Witherspoon says it clears up her blemishes. Jennifer Lawrence drinks up to detox before red carpet events.
Everyone remembers back in science class, the chlorophyll, they trap sunlight for photosynthesis. And we know it can be a powerful antioxidant. Of course, it gives plants their nice, beautiful green color. It's in a lot of green leafy vegetables.
See, watching that clip made me realize that these traditional deodorants are not even addressing the root cause of my body odor. But once I started doing deep research on chlorophyll and its odor neutralizing properties, it all started to make sense for me.
Chlorophyll water is a real thing, man. And I've seen people take chlorophyll water. I've been wanting to take some for quite some time, but I don't know why I haven't. Need to give me some. But yeah, it's okay to not wear deodorant sometimes, you know. It's okay to be musty. I'm musty right now.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey.
How you doing?
You got any flour?
Flour? No, nothing like that.
I heard through the grapevine you had the good flour.
Nah, nothing with THC. Can I help you with anything else, though?
No, I need some flour, though. You keep saying you don't have it, but I heard through the grapevine you have it.
Who told you that?
One of your buddies.
One of my buddies.
One of your good customers.
They're obviously not my buddies if they told you that.
I heard you had it.
All right, so some flour, you said?
Some flour.
I got you. I got this right here. This Nancy Jane all-purpose flour. But that's all I got for you.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
I don't know, but...
Besides make hush puppies.
I don't know, but that's... If you don't need that...
Hey, man, fuck this place.
Fuck you. Don't come back, bro. You just keep going. Just leave, officer. Have a good day.
Right.
Please exit the building. Please exit the building. Please keep going. What the fuck was that, Dylan?
It was the tie-dye shirt. He threw the tie-dye shirt on and was like, yeah, this will really get the stoners to think that I'm a stoner.
New details tonight on plans to turn Myrtle Beach into Meta Beach. It's all part of making
Meta
the city a
Beach.
smart
What?
city using new advanced technology. Our Ali Espinosa joins us live from downtown Myrtle Beach tonight, and Ali, city staff are actually calling this the fourth industrial revolution. Talk about the ultimate upgrade. So what does that mean for us here in Myrtle Beach?
Rachel, the overall goal is to improve our quality of life here in Myrtle Beach, and city staff say they're working to do that through new technology, and it's all starting right here in downtown Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach. It's the second fastest growing city in the entire country. From its 60-mile beach to hosting one of the biggest country music festivals, Myrtle Beach is no doubt an area that has a lot to offer, and plans to bring it to the next level are ahead.
What we're looking to do, or what we're trying to do here, is create an urban environment where technology can help us improve our experiences, whether it's the services you receive from your local government, the experiences you have as a tourist in our town or a visitor in our town, but also, you know, how we conduct business with our businesses.
Myrtle Beach Chief Innovation Officer Howard Waldy IV says he's been working to make Myrtle Beach a smart city since March of 2022. They're teaming up with Jennifer Hotai, co-founder of Osverse and Grand Strand Web3 Guild. Their teams are wanting to make the city more advanced to improve the quality of life for you and your family and any Myrtle Beach visitors.
There should be, you know, a virtual 3D room that you can go and experience and be able to interact, you know, see the menus in 3D, be able to go and experience the history of, you know, this of South Carolina, etc. Go and have interactive experiences. I think that is something this the whole state in general is lacking, but especially Myrtle Beach, it really should pop out a lot more.
Wait, she said you should have interactive 3D menus. Who's got that anywhere? Talking about, yeah, we need to catch up Myrtle Beach, and this whole state's lacking that. I ain't never walked into a place and had the menu around me and just been able to. You get what I'm saying? I don't know, man. This is real fishy. It's a similar thing going on in LA with all of those fires, right? We know they had plans for that being a smart city. They have plans in Hawaii for that being, well, not Hawaii being a smart city, but for there being a smart city in Hawaii. Then you got Myrtle Beach on fire, and they have plans for a smart city. Guys, I think what you should do is research your city that you live in and see if they have plans on making it a smart city. Because if they do, you might want to fireproof some things because it looks like it's a trend.
Through more advanced tourism attractions and safety measures like acoustic detection systems, which can detect the sound of gunshots, which have already been approved, the city of Myrtle Beach is working to keep up with what's ahead.
Cell phones. Back in the 80s and the 90s, right, you had the original telephone. Some people had that phone in the briefcase, and now we all carry around these mobile devices that are smaller, but they're essentially computers at our fingertips. Smart cities technology is no different. It's just the next phase of technological evolution.
And right here behind me, the city is hosting an event called Fast Fest, where they're providing free information about smart cities to the community. This event goes until 6 o'clock tonight.
So I guess the question would be, how much is too much, right? Like, how much technological innovation do we need? When are we going to realize that if we keep on doing this, we're going to lose us in a way? We're going to let technology take over. Like, in my eyes, AI already controls the world. AI is already, Skynet right now is making all the calls. And they're trying to change everything to where Skynet can literally be in control of everything. We got to stop trying to give up everything just for convenience, because that's what is happening.
Good evening.
evening, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us on this Sunday. I'm Rachel Scott in for Lindsay Davis. The countdown to the Oscars begins. We will have more from the red carpet in just a moment, but we do begin tonight with the wildfires burning in the Carolinas. As we come on the air, hundreds of first responders are battling the flames. The governor of South Carolina has now declared a state of emergency. A fire burning near Myrtle Beach, doubling in size overnight, 0% contained, threatening homes and forcing evacuations. And massive plumes of smoke can be seen for miles. Fire teams taking to the skies, helicopters and planes helping to douse the flames. More than 30 agencies now involved. Officials say more than 100 fires were ignited this weekend alone. ABC's Stephanie Ramos leads us off from the fire zone.
Tonight, urgent evacuation orders in effect in the Carolinas after multiple brush and wildfires erupted, threatening homes and businesses. The Carolina forest fire near Myrtle Beach doubling in size overnight to 1,200 acres and still 0% contained. More than 30 agencies and 400 personnel supporting the firefighting effort. South Carolina's governor today declaring a state of emergency. The inferno sending a massive smoke plume drifting into the sky. Officials warning of low visibility driving conditions. Air support conducting water drops to combat the flames. Carolina Forest resident Barbara Ginta telling us she first saw the flames Saturday afternoon, and then it got worse.
So that wind is what started it, and start one fire and just kept going and going and going, just catching everywhere, like all the woods behind us.
And how close did you see those flames? How
Right
close
here,
did it get?
right there, right there. See, right there, that's when I woke up this morning.
With much of the southeast in moderate drought, dry and windy conditions fueling the fast-moving fires. Wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour, prompting the South Carolina Forestry Commission to issue a statewide burn ban.
You can see these brush fires continuing to burn.
This fire in Tryon, North Carolina, forcing evacuations. Residents saying the effects could be felt for miles.
Oh, you can smell the smoke all the way in Columbus.
And there's still a lot of smoke here in this area here in Myrtle Beach as the fire continues to burn. Fire crews are spread out across this area. South Carolina officials say fortunately no one has been injured, and while structures have been damaged, none have been fully destroyed. Thankfully, the winds are expected to die down as we head into the week. Rachel.
That will be some much needed relief. All right, Stephanie, thank you.
It's crazy, right? There's always some type of distraction.
Is anybody else starting to notice that there are not just humans walking around here, especially in the
Oh shit!
Excuse me, people like to sneeze. So I went to go look for a fork in the food court, and when I went up to this burger place, it was empty. Like, it didn't have no customers, and it was like only one person working and another person behind the grill. And this lady, she looked Mexican, or I don't know, Middle Eastern, and we had asked her, do you have a fork? And she looked like she didn't understand what we were saying. So we were like, okay, maybe she speak a different language. And then we said it again, but she started speaking regular. And when we asked for the fork, it just looked like she wanted to growl at us, and she looked like she was just trying to hold back her bloodlust. I don't know. It looked like she was trying to hide, or like she was sent in to try to train to be around humans. I don't this is just what I'm picking up. It was not a regular interaction with it didn't feel human. Like, her energy felt like she had some malicious bloodlust behind herself, and she was trying to hold it back. And she was it was just, you can tell in the eyes always, just the way she was moving and walking to go get the fork, her body, it just looked like she just got into a meat suit, and she's still in training around being around humans, and this job is what she's working at to train. I don't know if these malls are special centers for these other species to train to be around humans and just work and do those type of things, but that was not a natural encounter. I don't know, I'm just overthinking too much, but what I felt, and when I felt her energy, it just felt like she wanted to eat me, and she was trying to hold it back. Once she corrected herself, it was like she was about to speak in another language, but once she corrected herself, she spoke perfect English. And she did not have a foreign accent. She did not have a Mexican accent. Moral of the story is, it ain't just humans out here, and some of them are in training in these malls to be around us. I forgot to add this as well. The reason why I started to notice like there was something off was because it was a burger spot that I was asking for a fork, and I had asked, do you guys have any vegetarian options? You know, it's a new burger spot in the mall. I'm like, okay, you might be able to try something. And then I was like, do you guys have him? She looked like she didn't know what we were talking about, and I was like, Impossible, do you have Beyond Meat, do you have black bean burgers? And she was like, yeah. It sounded like she was just trained to like say or agree or yes, you know. And she was like, whatever, and it's you know what I'm talking about, like,
oh God, like she was really tripping. Like we for sure asked her for Beyond Impossible. She act like she didn't know what we was talking about. She just kept agreeing to everything and shit like that. Like, oh God,
But listen, she really, I know you're probably thinking maybe she's a foreigner, but me, I read energy. You know, if you know, you know. When you're reading energy, you can sense that something is not human and something is human. She spoke perfect English when she spoke. The look in her eyes was like, please hurry up and get away from me before I jump out of my meat suit type energy. So y'all, yeah.
Yo, I mean, her point does make some sense, right? Because like, who goes in malls and shops like that anymore? A lot of malls are basically like dying out anyway. So you'll go in the mall, you'll see a certain store, you're like, how is this store even in business? But if they're training aliens to be around humans, I guess that makes sense, right? Wait. Donald Trump blames Ukraine for starting the war. Russian state TV are showing their viewers how they will nuke the United States. Whoa. That's what they're showing on their TV? The West Coast?
Hey, Jimmy. Did you buy TikTok?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Mr. Beast. Tell us. Did you buy it? We want to know. We deserve to know.
Did you see the video of Elon Musk saying that we're not going to be able to escape to Finland? It's only getting worse, guys. Now they're saying that we're not going to be able to escape. Great.
The Menu Gate, have you heard of that?
Menu Gate?
This is weird. This man, his name is Cody, lives in Atlanta. He walked out of his apartment and noticed every single door in his hallway had a Chinese menu. 3 days later, still there. And he's like, what in the world? 3 days, everyone in my hall has not opened their door? And then 5 days, still there. So he went down to the parking garage and looked at the cars, covered in dust. And he's like, that's weird. And then he's like, okay, this is like freaking me out a little bit. Went through his whole apartment building, couldn't find a fire alarm. Finally, like, went down like one weird hallway or whatever, found one. He's like, I need to know. Pulls it. There's supposed to be 800 people living in this apartment building. No one came out.
Because he had previously checked, he'd gone outside at night and there were lights on.
Yeah, he went out into his local nook where his apartment was. Every like coffee shop and place that he went to, there was always one man in there wearing a suit talking on the phone. He said these men were all saying the same thing into the phone. And he's just like, am I living in a simulation? What is this? As far as I got.
You literally almost signed to Polo G's record label.
I heard millions in it. I was just planning on going there and signing it. But I'm with one of my old cameraman at the time.
And were you in the world this time?
Yeah, I was in the world. Yeah, this secular music. It's not even Christian music, not even a thought about Christian. I'm there, I'm looking through the deal, I'm just skimming through it. So then my homeboy grabbed it. He like, let me just, before you sign, bro, let me just look through it real quick, bro. It's like he knew where the page was or something. He was just flipping, bro. He like, stop. He was like, bro, you ain't read this? I said, read what? The thing said, you could not say the name Jesus. It didn't say God.
Wow.
It said, you cannot say the name Jesus. I forgot what else it said. Like, it was like a threat in there. So they'll basically say like they know your family, where they live at. Stuff that's in those like dotted lines that we will not read, but it's literally them saying like, if you say the name Jesus, you're gonna die. Or something will happen.
Yo, no wonder the music industry is so satanic.
You guys seen the Macklemore video yet? Fucked up. Go do it now. Go watch it now.
I have not seen that. Anybody else?
Okay. Why am I here today?
I don't know. I know I just got off an airplane.
Okay.
I have a concert out here tonight.
Okay.
And I'm here to get my rental car. This is what I walked up to this desk. And she mad at someone. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, did you walk up in front of people, or I'm trying to
No,
get them to
sir.
say while I'm here?
We're not in your way. I told everyone they can go. They can go in front of me. She said she's calling the cop.
I'm still trying to get what's going on.
Me too.
All right. Well, let me talk to her, and then I'll get back with you and see what.
I think I can tell you what's going on here. Do I gotta be the one to say it?
Figure out what's
Okay, I'm gonna stay right here. I'm definitely not a buster. You know what I'm saying? If I don't make it to the concert tonight, it's because that fat white bitch.
So somebody rented a car, was attempting to rent a car, and their car didn't go through, and you were coming in to try and pay for it?
No, sir. I just got off the airplane. I don't know what she's talking about. I'm trying to pick up this car and go do this concert, perform for my fans. I was told, and go fly back home. Fly back, so I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, so the way I take it is that she feels that you're trying to rent this car for somebody else that came in 3 times already and got denied.
Now hold on, y'all. I'm out. Let me show you. Let me show you what I mean.
That's crazy, man. Just denied him because he was Webby. And we know why. He's about to tell the cop, like, hey, man, look, I'm going to show you. I just got here. I don't know what she talking about. She's profiling me. That's all it was. She profiling.
I believe if Diddy took this to trial currently, I think Diddy has a good shot of beating it.
He does. He does. And I've been saying this, and people are like, oh, you're protecting him. You were probably at the freak-offs. I've been to one Diddy party. It was actually, I believe, Justin's 18th birthday party, which Diddy threw for a bunch of adults. You know, Khloe Kardashian was there. I wasn't at a kid's party. You know, people like Dylan for no. It was an actual adult party in L.A.
Well, apparently they were all free calls. It depends on what time you left. What time did you go home?
I wasn't there for the after party.
Were
We
you there
got
at 4
invited to the I was there at like 11, 12 p.m., right?
Okay, all right. They must have got you out of there.
Khloe Kardashian was there. French Montana was there. A bunch of other celebs. Justin Bieber was there. You know, which, you know, well, you know.
Bieber just turned 18. Remember that.
Yeah, there's that. But yeah, that was the one. Diddy was there. You know, that was the one Diddy party. I attended a couple Diddy parties. Actually, there was a few LA parties I attended, but not. I've never been to his house.
Lad, you got a right to remain silent, okay?
No,
Anything you say or do will get you in a grand jury subpoena, okay? You're getting a grand jury subpoena right now. Tell us about these
I've been to other Diddy parties, I mean, here and there, but I've never been invited to his house. I've never been to any after parties. I interviewed him once, and he tried to buy my jacket.
I've been saying, listen, you know, a lot of people clown me sometimes. They be like, oh, about weight, this and that. I said, listen, one thing I could definitely say when Cat Williams talking about, he said most of his decisions was to make sure he protected that virgin hole. I'm glad I'm not these type of niggas flavor, okay? So when they're trying to get their niggas to fuck on or to feel up on or to jack off, like, they're not saying act, okay? I'm the last gonna be on that list, and I'm glad to be that person, okay? Because
you never know, man. Some people like guys like you. You know what I mean?
Well,
everyone
listen.
got a type.
My life, man.
Well,
Talking
anyway,
about
okay. Back to the
saying. I'm just.
What's her name?
his new name is Akadiddy.
Arrivo, that Cynthia Arrivo who's playing Wicked, the witch in Arrivo, she said some really disparaging shit about African Americans. And then she ends up playing.
Is she British?
She's British Nigerian.
Okay.
If I'm right, I better be right, because I want to make sure if I'm not, you guys can go in the comments and go, he don't even got it right. That motherfucker don't say nothing right. You know how she said some disparaging shit about African Americans.
What did she say?
I want to make sure I quote it right, but if you can get your producer to find it, that would be cool.
Mario, try to,
because I don't want to say anything out of pocket. And she said some shit about, which is funny how almost every foreigner has something to say badly about African Americans. Even Africans sometimes have fucked up shit to say about African Americans, but then everybody comes to America trying to be African American.
And benefit off of our struggle and the work that we put in.
Yeah. And what's really fucked up is she ended up playing Harriet Tubman. I go, wait a minute, you just talked about and shit on African Americans, and you're going to talk about the woman that did so much for African American freedom? You get to play her? You're fucking playing Harriet fucking Tubman? Are you out of your fucking mind? Harriet Tubman would have smacked the shit out of you if you said what you said. How could you say that? How could anybody that looks like you come into America and talk about African Americans when they are the ones that have created the foundation for foreigners to come in? The 1964 Civil Rights Bill is the reason why Koreans, Nigerians, Indians, Arabs can come in and open up businesses in black neighborhoods and still disrespect the fucking same people that are putting money in their pockets. What kind of fucking nerve is that? It's the serious hatred of African Americans in this country. It's in the soil. It's in the fucking soil, like my boy Dante says. That's my co-host. He says it's in the soil. That it's almost patriotic to hate black people. It's patriotic. It's part of the.
Damn.
It's part of that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's part of the American thing to hate black people.
That is crazy, man. I forgot what she said. She did say some stuff though.
What the hell is that?
Yo. My son's dark screen sleep music was playing, and this random man popped up on our TV screen. It's a scary place. It is. You can't trust these smart TVs, man. They can get hacked at any moment. There's probably people watching you on them. They probably got cameras behind the screen. You know, you get a new TV, and you think, oh, this TV's safe. Ain't no cameras on here. The camera's in the screen. Behind the pixels. Then it went away. Wow. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about that one.
You know Charlie XCX?
Yeah.
You know she has a special syndrome that makes her see or makes her feel music as a color.
Kind of hear sounds as colors. Like I relate certain sounds to certain colors.
Oh, I did not know.
Yeah, I forgot exactly what it's called. Here, let me search it up.
That's like perfect pitch to like those people that know how to do notes. For music to make you feel a way?
Okay, it's called... So Charlie XCX has spoken about her experiences with sound to color synesthesia.
Oh my god.
She states that I see music in colors. I love music that's black, pink, or purple or red, but hate music that's yellow or brown.
Okay.
Interesting.
Is there something strategic with the Green album? Because it's like...
She actually said she doesn't like green as well.
Oh, what the heck? But
Which is
maybe
weird.
the music doesn't make her feel green, but she just made it green.
That's just how she feels it, or she hears it. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah.
Maybe she's just capping.
I don't know. Some people could just be saying this stuff. But for sure, like, there's people that can see or experience things in a weird way.
That's
right?
true.
Like, they'll hear a word, and to you it may mean this, but to them it can completely mean something else.
You know, I think Jimi Hendrix said that in the past. It could have been Jimi Hendrix, or it could have been Andre 3000 because he acted as Jimi Hendrix, and I think he said it in the movie. He was like, yeah, I see music in colors. It's just colors. Maybe it's the same thing.
We were in the backyard fixing a truck, and then out of nowhere we just see a big light fall down and basically crash in the backyard. Like a couple seconds after, I saw the big giant creature in front of me. The alien, whatever you guys want to call it. The alien demon, whatever you guys want to call it.
What do you believe it is?
A demon.
A demon.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it is, you know. Only God knows what it was. But I'm thinking it's like something bad, you know, not a good thing.
Was it moving? Was it doing?
Yes, it was moving. You could see like he was breathing, like he was like pissed off. Like he wanted to do something.
And he was looking at you and
Yeah.
your brother?
He was looking at me, yeah.
Did he say anything?
Mm-mm. I remember he was growling like a dog, like he was growling.
When did it end?
As soon as I closed my eyes, I guess. I don't know. I think I was praying or something like that, and they just let me go. That's when I went inside, and you know, I saw my dad. I mean, I saw it too.
It
Everybody
felt
said-
like it had a control of your body?
Oh yeah, I couldn't move. I couldn't move. Yeah.
You were paralyzed at the sight of this thing.
Yeah, I couldn't move.
You were looking at it for 30 or so seconds, and then all of a sudden it was gone.
Yeah. That was pretty creepy.
A lot of people think that that's just hard to believe.
I don't think that that's hard to believe. Look at any accounts of people who have reportedly ran into ETs, right? Or these little grays. They tell them that these grays have some type of telepathic power to where they'll make you freeze. You can't move.
You know, like I said again, they can think whatever they want.
Like you said, they can think whatever they want.
Perfect. He still has both sides. Look at that one too.
All mountains were under the ocean. The Great Flood. seashells on the top of a mountain. No, that's crazy. So they're standing on seafloor, seabed.
Okay, so the timeline that I'm living in, I remember the Miami accident. Like the Miami when the aliens came or whatever. I remember that. Other people don't remember that. I just asked my cousin yesterday, like, does she remember the Miami incident? And she was like, no, I never seen anything about that. Am I living in a different timeline than everybody else? Like, do anybody remember that incident? And then, like, nothing came out of it? The dude with the camcorder, he had like a very old camcorder that he walked around with. He recorded stuff. They wouldn't release the information. There was a whole bunch of cops there. They said that they seen like 10-foot people. No one remembers that? Am I crazy? I remember that.
Nah, she ain't crazy. Hey, look at the map. Look at the map. Peep the map. In the plane. That's why it's so cold here. We right at the dead center. I need to move a little further south. Letting us know something right there.
Well, I wanted to show you about this map here. This is called the Air Map of the World. This was used by the Army Air Force during World War II, and it has on it the routes that people would take, flyers would take, and the mileage between the points. And I noticed two special things about two routes here. And one is goes from San Francisco all the way to Tokyo, which is right here, and there's two stops along the way. So you have Alaska, the tip of Alaska, and you have the Kamchatka Peninsula between those 2 points. And there's mileage numbers between those legs of the journey, and it totally makes sense. This is what the Air Force is telling you how to get from San Francisco to Tokyo. They're saying take this route, which hits Alaska and the Kamchatka.
Which is why when they have the emergency landings, they land in Alaska.
Exactly, because they were coming from, was it the Philippines, something like that? So yeah, Asia up here. So when you look at the globe, it makes absolutely no sense because it looks like they're making a tour around the Ring of Fire. Well, this is the Ring of Fire. There's no ring, by the way. Yep. It's going from San Francisco direct route, boom, to Tokyo. And it makes absolutely no sense on the globe. But here, the government, the Air Force is telling you this is how you get from one to the other.
There we go.
The direct route. Let me show you this other one. This is from New York, and when you leave the United States, the farthest point here on this part is Newfoundland here. And then this direct route to Moscow, you hit this point right here, which is Iceland. And if you Google it and you say, I want to go from New York to Moscow, it shows you this huge arc. And you have to say, now wait a minute, why is there this huge arc? Why don't they just go directly from one to another?
Yeah, the plane's not making a curved flight. That wouldn't make any sense. Planes fly in straight lines. So
they have to hit Iceland on the way.
Interesting.
Back then, they had to refuel. Planes couldn't. So that's the government telling them, the Air Force telling them, this is how you go from New York area to Moscow, is you have to go to Iceland. And on the globe, it's just this big old arc, which makes you ask, why do they have to do that?
Yeah.
That's why.
Yep. And plane flights are level. Gyroscopes wouldn't work on a globe. The FAA trains pilots on the Target Generation Facility. And the Target Generation Facility is a simulator for Earth, and it's a flat Earth simulator, and it also doesn't account for gravity or the spin of the Earth. So if you want to argue that the Earth's a spinning globe, go talk to the government because they think it's flat. So,
Wow. Bomb dropped. Go talk to your government. If you think that the Earth is still a globe, go ask the people who have been tricking you into thinking that it's still a globe, because it's not a globe, man. It's flat. It's got to be flat. There's no other way for it to be in existence other than it being flat. But I know that globetards are globetards, and it is what it is. But yeah, guys, these are some of the most creepy and strange TikToks that are out there. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bells on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.